afternoon, everybody. This is Vonda Evans with another positive affirmations. And I want to piggyback on what I was talking about with the coronavirus and seeing different things in the newspaper. The difference between the faith and the faithless. I am a person of faith. That means in my particular religion that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You can't see it. You can't feel it. You can't smell it. But it's there. It's the thing that gets you from one point to another. During these times, we notice that you see people's messages on social media, throughout social media, that they're expressing their faith. Their faith to believe that things will be better. Their faith to know that things are going to get better. And their faith to know that they're going to overcome. Then we see a group of people who really are faithless. And those are people, they might be going to the church, the synagogue, the temple, but when their back is up against the wall, they've depended on the things of this world so long that that's all they know. So they don't flash their fancy cars. They don't flash their money, their jewelry, all of that, because that's what they lived for. As people of faith, we enjoy all of those things, but that's not where our faith comes from. It's not in diamonds. It's not in furs. It's not in money. It's in what we believe. And that's my tribe. My tribe is the tribe of faith. Very early on in my walk, I realized, I said to myself, I want to become a Christian. And, I just believed everything was going to be wonderful. And that's when I got my true test. See, when you are a person of faith, and I happen to be a Christian, but you may be a Muslim or Jewish or Buddhist, when you're a person of faith, when you commit to that tribe, that's when you're going to be tested. That's when you're going to survive the death of a parent. That's when you're going to survive the death of a loved one. That's when you're going to survive the death of a child. That's when you're going to survive depression. That's when you're going to survive oppression. That's when you're going to survive disappointment. That's when you're going to survive setbacks. And that's when you are going to survive public and private humiliation because of your faith. Because your faith is going to bring you through. And one thing that I'm noticing is that, people who are faithless or don't have the faith, or because it's like pregnancy, you do or you don't. They're looking at the tribe of the faithful. And they say, well, why are they not worrying? Why is it going to kill you? If the virus comes today and it decides that it is going to take my life, it can't take my spirit. It can't take my faith. See, we all will face our final enemy, and that's called death, whether it's cancer, whether it's a car accident, but it's not going to take my faith. I've survived what I have, not because of my degrees, not because of who I know, not because of my last name, not because I work hard, but because of my faith. Because of a faith that says that no matter what you are up against, I'm going to make sure that you come through it. I don't mean that you're always going to win. Many times you're going to lose, but there's a blessing in what I do. Because what I'm trying to teach you through all of the setbacks and disappointments and letdowns that you've gone through, that no matter what, you're going to survive. And that you are an example to those people who don't have the faith. Who say, well, if all that bad stuff was happening to her, to happen to me, I'll forget that old faith. But see, the tribe of the faithful, we get knocked down, we get talked about, we get persecuted, but we keep going. And when we look back and we saw what we have overcome, we realize it's the faith that we have that brought us through. Because see, if we didn't have that faith, it would have destroyed us. Because our faith ain't in the world. Because our faith is not in things. Because our faith is in our belief. Recently, I was out walking my dogs and I saw a group of geese, and they just were walking across the street. I said, the Lord said, look at them. They're a group of geese. They don't even belong in the city. They're in a foreign land. But despite that, they're not going to fear. They could get hit, but they're not going to worry about it. Somebody could try to shoot, they're not worried about it. Because they got faith. Because they have the corona strand, all animals do, have it in their body. Hey, guess what? Every day, they're making it worthwhile. They're with their families and they're going forward. And despite being in a foreign land, they're not going to let it get them down. I said, Lord, give me the faith of them geese. Give me the faith of the geese to know that no matter what situation I am, I can keep going forward. One of the things that I've talked about recently is that when we looked at, what's going on, we see families coming together. We're laughing and joking. We're realizing that what's really important is not what you buy in the stores or cars, but it's your family. It's your relationship with your Creator. It's that inward journey. Everybody said that 2020 was a year of vision. Yes, it is. I said it was a year of vision and execution. And what I can say after enduring this, setbacks financially, setbacks health-wise, setbacks emotionally, setbacks, you name it, I done had it. You know what I realized? I can't go back to living like that. I can't go back to living and wanting these things. I'm celebrating my life in my space where I am. Because what I understand is that the faith, it's our faith that's getting us through. It's our faith that's keeping us from not being super depressed and trying to kill ourselves or hurt other people. It's our faith that has us surviving. And as a result, we're growing. We are now on a mission to be a better person, a person of faith, a person that understands family, and a person that appreciates. The true test will be when the lights come back on, and the clubs and the restaurants and everything come back on. Will you be the same person? Will you be the same person that takes your time to enjoy those things? Or will you say, as a result of this virus, this setback, I've changed, I'm different, and I'm going to realize that it's my health, my family, my faith that really is what's all important. Because at the end of the day, that's all we have. Be blessed and have a great day.